Hello YouTube, this is Time Itself, and if you're like me, you've been playing the heck out of Black Ops for the last couple days. I'm just going to skip the perfunctory initial impressions and move on. Like most games when they first come out, this one's a learning experience, and I still have a lot of learning to do. And at times it can be extremely frustrating. I don't think I have been this mad at a Call of Duty game in a very long time. But by watching the videos in the theater mode, we'll figure this out and hopefully have a really good time in this game. Two simple suggestions that I'd have right off the bat. If you're not burst firing your gun when you're aiming down your sights, you probably should be. There doesn't have to be a lot of time in between the bursts, say it just sounds like pulling the M16 trigger as fast as you can, but there should be a little bit of space in there so that the gun can level out and you can get your accuracy back up. And the second is that the suppressors are huge. Not only do you not show up on the minimap, but it's extremely hard to hear where the shots are coming from, and that's just going to make you incredibly stealthy. I can watch 3 of my teammates die in front of me and have no idea who killed them, or even if it was the same person. I've noticed quite a few comments about the audio in Black Ops, and the silencers being so good probably has something to do with that. But going through my videos, I noticed something about the audio. You see, when editing in Vegas Pro, there's a timeline for the audio that shows the audio level at that point in the video. Now, in Modern Warfare 2, when I pull one up, if I'd been sniping that game, I could tell you exactly where in the video I'd taken every single sniper shot just by looking at the audio track. Because the sniper rifle made a very distinctive peak across the entire audio track and then died down very quickly, and almost nothing else did that, so it was really easy to find where I'd been trying to snipe, and cut that out of the video because it's pretty bad. But in Black Ops, I really can't do that at all. Even this silenced M16 appears to be very loud on the audio track, so you can imagine what an unsilenced gun looks like. Same thing goes for the announcer. There's almost nothing to tell from the audio track except when something was said or when a gun was fired. Now, I'm certainly no audio guy, but I'd say that this points to some sort of an issue, and I really do hope they fix it. I don't really care if Ninja is as amazing or sound whoring is as useful, but not being able to tell where people are firing next to me does bother me, and I really hope they fix that. This map is Summit, and it reminds me of Wetworks from Call of Duty 4 actually, in that we are pushed all the way up to their flag and they're still spawning behind it. That's not entirely surprising because there's quite a bit of area back behind their flag for them to spawn, but the spawns in this game have proven unpredictable thus far. The first part of that is definitely my team being extremely aggressive, and I can't really blame them. They're going after the kills because that's what the challenges are. I'm certainly guilty of being over-aggressive myself. Now, they probably tell you they think they're acting like a pack of ravenous wolves, or maybe a school of piranhas, but I don't think that's quite it. No, what we have here is cats with laser pointers. There's a red dot, go chase it. Oh, good job, you got it. Now it's over there, go get that one. Just try not to run headfirst into a wall while you're at it. The other part is, like World at War, this game seems to have extremely random and largely unpredictable spawns. On maps where points aren't in a line, this one they kind of are, we can end up spawning closer to the enemy point than they are. That just doesn't make any sense at all. When they are in a line, it's more of a game of tug of war, so we can push in a little bit further because they have to push us back first. And Summit is one of the maps where we can push in really far before the spawn will flip back to sea. I kinda like that, especially a nice change of pace compared to the other maps. I don't really understand why I spawn in the very back of the map. Maybe it has something to do with us losing B. Anyway, time to call in a care pack, and with this map it's not really a problem, but on most of them I would call out to a teammate to ask them to cover me while I get this, just because with the spawns I really don't know where enemies are, and it's too easy to get shot and then lose the care package. So I got an ammo crate and I just respawn, so I obviously don't need it. Now, in Modern Warfare 2, the ammo crates work basically the same way as scavenger packs, just kind of an upgraded version. And while in Black Ops, scavenger packs don't replace equipment, ammo crates do. And I know from personal experience that I can't have 2 radar jammers out at the same time. I'm not sure about the rest of the equipment, but at least I could get another claymore, and claymores are fantastic in this game, because it's almost a guaranteed kill. I'm not sure if the explosion is as large as it was in the other games, but the timer is incredibly short. So as soon as someone trips it, they're dead. Kind of taking the things in the opposite direction of Modern Warfare 2, where the timer was longer compared to Call of Duty 4. I don't think it's a bad thing at all, but I had started to figure out the timing on the Modern Warfare 2 claymores, and was starting to get proficient picking up multi-kills with the things, which was pretty fun. So console players have aim assist, and you see the PC guys complain about it sometimes, but the game wouldn't play the same on the consoles as the PC without it. Maybe at the very high levels of competitive gaming it would start to look a lot alike, but it really wouldn't play the same, and so they'd have to rebalance all the guns and everything. So the aim assist is important. But anyway, in this game I feel like the aim assist will actually pull me in front of a target. So a basic strategy for aiming is to line up your gun in front of the guy and start firing and let him walk through it. It's not the best, but it's pretty effective and it's really reliable. If you don't do that already and you run into a laggy game, try it, it does help. But now when I try to do that, the gun will stay in front of the guy, and I'll fire off a couple more rounds than I need to before he'll finally cross the bullet's path, and by then the recoil's getting out of hand. And that's been a problem a couple times now. I don't know if it's been really serious, but it is making it harder actually instead of easier. I'm using iron sights this game, but when I go to the reflex of the red dot, I've really been enjoying the crosshairs where the center is open and there's not something covering it. I play on a 24-inch 1080p LCD monitor, and so the red dot is normally a lot larger than I'd like it to be. Now maybe that large red dot is a good indication of the gun's level of accuracy, but when I'm trying to take a shot a little bit further off, it's a lot nice to be able to see the guy and what's directly around him in his cover, so I can get a little bit better idea of the situation instead of just kind of spraying where the dot is. And the death machine sure is a lot of fun. I think it's ridiculous though that you can have one of these mounted on a helicopter. And while Treyarch has toned down the explosives, they have not toned down the kill streaks. And it feels like if your chopper gunner doesn't get you 10 kills or more, it didn't do a very good job, and that's just like Modern Warfare 2. It is harder to earn that helicopter, but it still absolutely destroys the other team when you do get it. Well, we can expect that as people start to get better about shooting down air support, that will be less of an issue, and it certainly happened in Modern Warfare 2. But if the thing doesn't get shot down fast, you are in trouble. So I get a death right here, and I don't understand what happens. He throws a grenade at me. I pick it up and throw it back, and I see it go out, and then there's another throwback grenade indicator right where I'm standing. I don't know if that's because I have the death machine out, or if that's some other bug, but that looks like I just duplicated the grenade right there in my hand, in which case I need to get some more of those hands, because they're pretty awesome. Hey, at least it's not World at War where if you had Molotovs equipped and you tried to toss back a frag, you'd grab the frag and your lighter and hold them in your hands like an idiot and then die. That was pretty stupid, and they never patched that, so we'll see what happens. So I decided to go back in theater mode, because this game was actually recorded in theater mode. Seems to only get about half of them. And get a little third person on this minigun action here. And if you've played around with theater mode, as you might have guessed, the two versions of events, the theater mode and the one I recorded live in game, don't quite match up. I'm guessing that if you're the host, they would, but I don't have a very good connection, so if I get host, I have worse things to worry about than getting a game for a commentary. You might have noticed I added a couple more rounds to my minigun there as I cut back to the live recording, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. The versions of events, not quite the same. There seems to be this general opinion that the pro perks are now harder to get. And while with all the variety of requirements and needing to go maybe do something I wouldn't normally do, like go plant a bomb, I don't know when the last time I've done that is, it seems like a lot of them are easier. I'm thinking this Prestige is going to take less time than they were in World at War or Modern Warfare 2, so hopefully so I can get all the pro perks. And maybe they will in the end take a relatively long time to get, but for all that I only have one thing to say, and that's SitRep Pro. That was ridiculous, and it took way too long to get. So I'm just rolling over some highlights here. Looks like I'm out of time. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with a couple Makarov kills and get back to playing some more of this game. Thanks for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video.